Do you have a pet?
No, I don't have a pet. It would be a lot of responsibilities for me. I feel that in order to take care of a pet, you would have to put as much energy as you would have to put into caring for a child. I just imagine taking one to the veterinarian when it would get sick. And that wasn't a pleasant thought. I'm not ready for that, that's for sure. So that's why I chose not to have a pet.
Which is a better pet, a dog or a cat?
I don't know. I feel that dogs would be better. They express more emotions. I see that the dogs are really happy when they are with their owners. I think that they are noble animals. I feel that when I look into dogs' eyes, that I can see a soul. So if I had to choose between a cat and a dog, I would definitely choose a dog, since I would feel that it's a true companion.
Did you ever go to the zoo?
Yes, I went when I was a teenager. I enjoyed it quite a lot. The thing that really impressed me was the size of camels. I knew that elephants, hippos, and rhinos are big, but I didn't expect camels to be huge. I also found the chimpanzees to be quite funny. They imitated me and the other visitors. Seeing lions in a zoo was also quite impressive.
Would you like to ride a horse?
No, I'm afraid of them. I know that you don't think of horses as scary animals. For me, they are. They are so big and strong, it makes me uncomfortable. The first time I saw one, I was afraid to get close to it. I think that they can be unpredictable. I know it's an irrational thought, since people don't think about them as dangerous. But I still wouldn't be comfortable being close to one.
What animal do you think is beautiful?
I think dolphins are really beautiful. There is something majestic about them. They look so harmless and kind, yet they still look strong. And the sound they make is really funny. I think I find them beautiful because there is also a lot of positive associated with them. You always see them rescuing people in the movies. They are represented in a good way. That is also probably the reason why I like them.
You will have 60 seconds to prepare, and then you will speak for between 60 to 120 seconds. Start speaking now.
The last time I traveled, I went to Egypt. I decided to go there because my friend convinced me to. He said that he really enjoyed it, that it changed his life. Since I didn't have any other plans, and since I saw the price of the ticket wasn't that high, I decided to listen to my friend and to check it out. That decision turned out to be the really good, since I went to Cairo and to Luxor. And I must say that I enjoyed them a lot. I had the opportunity to see the pyramids. I also had the opportunity to see the Valley of the Kings and the amazing temple complexes, like the Luxor Temple. All of them were amazing, the pyramids and the Luxor Temple in particular. They were just grandiose. Besides these two big cities, I also drove around the countryside. And it was fascinating to see a different lifestyle. I saw farms that looked quite different from farms back home, and it was really interesting to compare Egypt to my home country and to see the similarities and the differences. I must say that this trip had a big influence on me. It made me look at the whole world in a different way. I would say that it broadened my horizons. I tell everybody that they should go and to see this country. I definitely think I will go back to Egypt many times. I would like to come back every year to it. I really felt comfortable traveling there, and there was so much beauty over there.
Do you think traveling is important for personal development?
Yes, I absolutely do. I think it might be one of the most important things that you could do in order to develop as an individual. I say this because it really expands your views. It's going to dispel some preconceived notions. I know that it definitely happened for me, and I have also seen it in many other people. They came back different from their travels. They are more open and they are willing to listen more. I guess that after you travel, you get exposed to a lot of different things. And you can accept that maybe your way is not always the best.
Do you think that it is easier to travel in the modern world?
I think it's easier because the plane tickets are cheaper. It used to be that only the rich people could travel. But now, with the modest savings, you can go wherever you want. Of course, you also have to accept that you will not be traveling in luxury. But it's still easier to travel than it used to be. You have plenty of low-cost airlines that offer great deals. I saw half of the world by paying ridiculously cheap tickets. There is no excuse nowadays if you want to travel.
Can you think of any negative sides when it comes to traveling?
Maybe because tourists can sometimes act recklessly and they can destroy natural habitats. I know about a case where tourists destroyed a statue that was hundreds of years old. I mean, in the mass of people that travels, there will always be somebody that will act destructively. The fact that a lot of people travel can bring the bad element. I know that some tourists can throw a lot of trash around. One lady that lives in a historic town that gets a lot of visitors told me that she had to clean her backyard every day during the summer since people throw all kinds of things in it.
Do you believe it's better to travel alone or in a group?
My personal preference is to travel in a group since I feel safer that way. To be honest, I don't see how somebody can travel alone. I would feel so afraid. I know that it might be difficult to organize a big group, but I think safety in numbers is the most important thing. Especially since traveling usually implies that you will be going to a new place, or at least to a place where you don't have your usual support. You don't have your family or friends, and the institutions where you go function differently.
Do you find that people are more eager to travel nowadays?
Yes, I think people want to travel since it's popular to do that. People who travel come back with many stories, and that inspires others to also go. They see that it's not as difficult to travel as they thought it was. And like I said, traveling is cheaper now, So that is the main reason why people want to travel more. I think that people always wanted to travel, but there were more restrictions in the past. It was uncertain and it took a long time, months instead of days.